Okay, welcome back to Jenny's Food Network. All right, this is another part in regards to a video response that I'm doing. The person had typed a message under my video titled, "What are antioxidants?" And so I had already talked about the OCD. I did a video response on that, so now I'm doing about the depression. So for the depression is a mood disorder, and there are other terms that mean the same. You may hear the term major depression. Another one is major depressive disorder, and another one is called clinical depression. They all mean the same, it's just termed differently. So, what is depression? Depression is when you're feeling sad a lot and completely unhappy and just feeling your life is not worthy of anything, pretty much, just feeling very negative, and there's different types of depressions. If you want to get more information on that, I highly recommend you to look online for some news articles about it, or you could pull up some YouTube channel about people speaking about depression and stuff, and depression, people say like, okay, I'm feeling depressed, I'm down. It's just like, just feeling negative a lot about yourself, you know what I mean? Just feeling life is not worth living, and just feeling like things are never going right for you. And it's not just like that. It's not just about that either. I mean, even if when things are going good for a person, they'll just twist it around and just feel very negative about it, and they just won't even be happy. They wouldn't not even like have the feeling of appreciating and enjoying and being happy for that moment. You know what I mean? Being depressed at a severe level is almost like they can't really snap out of it. It's nothing like, and by the way, don't confuse depression as a form of a sign of a weakness. It's not a form of a weakness, okay? Depression is something that you cannot just like snap out of it. Okay, I'm okay now, I'm not depressed anymore, you know what I mean? It's deeper than that, and depression can affect children. It can affect teenagers, even up to adulthood, you know what I mean? And it affects a lot of people out there. And people say, well, how do I get out of it? Well, depression is known to be treatable, you know what I mean? And if you feel that you're very down, depressed, it's best to go to someone to speak to that you trust. And sometimes, who knows, someone you might trust might blab all their mouths to people and tell about your business. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint who you trust, you know what I mean? Even if you tell them not to tell anyone. But, well, it's best to go to someone that you truly confide in, that you can really deeply trust, to not tell your business to everybody, to make things worse for you, okay? And if that's not going to help you as well, hearing the gossip. So if you feel like you can't go to anyone, even if you can't go to someone that you trust, then it's best to go to your doctor, you know what I mean? And I don't want to just push people to be like, you know what, go to your doctor, it's treatable, go, it'll help fix it. But it's not really that anymore. It's almost like, try to take care of yourself first before you go to your doctor. I mean, I've already mentioned in my other video about the OCD situation, about how try to take care of yourself first. Be honest with yourself, figure out what's going on in your life. Please stop being in denial about what's going on in your life as well, and pinpoint what's bothering you, what's leading you to depression. Are you like just stuff like, are you a very competitive person and you always compare yourself to people and that brings you down? Are you feeling depressed because you're always dreaming about having what other people have in their lives and you feel down? You know what I mean? Are you feeling depressed because you don't make as much money as someone else that you're comparing to? Are you feeling depressed because you feel that you're single and lonely? Or are you feeling depressed because you're married and you're not happy with your marriage? Things aren't going right with your partner? Are you feeling depressed because you feel that your friends that you thought were your friends were not your friends, they were backstabbing? There can be so many things out there that could be happening in your life that makes you depressed. And there could be a lot of things that you could help fix to help lower that depression, like you could go start exercising, try to help clear your mind. Try going on a light jog outside or indoors on a treadmill or something. Go power walking. Are you smoking and drinking? That gives you like a weird hangover feeling, or it just makes you feel really not so well. Maybe you should cut down on drinking, or cut on smoking, or just completely eliminate both drugs. Those aren't good for you. And so you really think about your life. I mean, just really be honest with yourself, because if you're more honest with yourself and stop being in denial, you can really start pinpointing what the real problems are. Are you doing something that's causing depression? Are you hanging out with someone that's making you depressed? You know, you really have to figure out what's going on. Is it your environment that makes you depressed? You know, do you need to do like a makeover in your bedroom or your home to make you more clutter-free? You know, do you have children that's driving you crazy? I mean, you need to really figure out what the problem is that's making you depressed, you know what I mean? And if everything's just going downhill for you, if you really feel like nothing's really uplifting you no matter what you do, then I guess you could try, if you don't want to go to your doctor, then there's always like a hotline you can call, you know what I mean? Because when you get so down and depressed, you're going to start feeling suicidal. You're going to feel, my life is not worthy living. No one cares about me. When I try to get to know people, people don't ever care to get to know me. I just want to kill myself. I think about death a lot. I don't feel that my life is worth anything for anyone to even care about. So I don't want to live. And you know, you're going to have some really, really horrible, scary thoughts there, you know? And you don't want to go to an extent where you just kill yourself. You don't want to go to an extent where you just kill yourself off, because that's easier to deal with, you know? You have to think about, like, if you have children or not, you know? If you have children, then you're gonna leave your children behind. If you have a partner that loves you, you're going to leave your partner behind. You know, think about all the heartaches they have to go through as well, losing you. I mean, you have to think about, oh, my parents will miss me, it'll break their hearts. I don't want to break my parents' heart, you know? If, you know, whatever reason it is, you know, killing yourself is not really going to solve it. It's just going to make things worse with the people around you and how they see that, wow, that's how the person deals with it. They just kill themselves, you know? So I just feel like, don't just think an easy way out is just like, oh, I'm going to commit suicide. Life will be easier. It's not. It really isn't, you know? Your life is worth living for. You know what I mean? Your life is worth taking care of yourself. I mean, it starts with you. I'm depressed because I'm obese. I'm depressed because I'm fat. Or I'm 50 to 100 to 200 pounds overweight. You know, then do something about it. You know what I mean? If you're addicted to overeating, then you need to take care of that. You need to make sure you exercise, eat healthy, make sure the quality of the food that you're eating is healthy for you. Don't just eat just to eat, you know what I mean? You need to start making a change in your habits and your diet, food intake. That will really make a change on how your body feels. You know what I mean? If you had slowed down from eating fast food, unhealthy stuff, eating all that sweet, sugary junk food, all the soda drinks or all the sweet drinks you're drinking, if you start changing your diet, that will make your body feel so much better. Believe me, it's gonna make you feel better. You know, and your body's gonna feel better. Your brain waves are gonna be functioning much better. And you're going to feel better, and it's going to give you more energy to exercise, more energy to be more focused at work, more energy to help take care of your kids, more energy to help cook and clean around your home, you know, a lot of stuff. So it starts with you to really make a change in your lifestyle, and that will definitely help you better yourself overall. Okay, try working on yourself first before you go to your doctor, because people always think, something's wrong with me, I need to go see a doctor. Oh, I'm not feeling well, I need to go see a doctor. What they're going to do is they're just going to ask you a bunch of questions about your history and any genetic or any family hereditary of anyone having the disorder that you may have, and they're going to make you go through a physical exam to make sure you're okay. They're going to draw some blood from you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to I believe for depression, they're gonna do like a blood draw on you, you know, to do some, the sun's out, to do some lab tests on you. And it's also called like a blood count thing also. I don't know, but then, and they're also gonna make you go through like a psychological test as well. And all that stuff, you know, if you really wanna go through that, then go ahead. But sometimes going to doctor is not gonna be a quick fix, you know what I mean? So the best part of fixing you is starting with yourself. And if you feel like you've taken care of yourself, you know, and everything, exercising, eating healthy and stuff, making a change in your outlook in life, if you feel that you haven't made an effort on that and you want to go straight to the doctor, well, the doctor's not really going to be able to help you much. For you to get better, for you to want to change, you have to make the change yourself first. Okay? And then the doctor comes in later. And you don't want to be too addicted to medication. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm on medication. I should be very happy now and perky and happy, you know. I shouldn't be depressed anymore because I'm on this pill. Okay, so when you don't have your pill, and if you're not on your pill thing, so are you gonna feel depressed? Because it's kind of like a mind game, okay? Don't forget, when you go to the doctor or when you are on medication, it's like a mind game, okay? Where, oh, I'm not on my medication, so I'm gonna start feeling depressed pretty soon. It's almost like you acting on your depression yourself when you're actually okay, you know. And so because you know in your head you're not on your medication, you're gonna act on being depressed. So it's kind of like a mind game. I mean, you decide what you want to do for yourself, you know what I mean? I want you to take care of yourself, okay, and be good to yourself. It comes with being honest with yourself and stop being in denial of what's happening in reality in your life. And it starts with you making a change to better yourself because you want to better yourself, and that you're gonna have to start caring about yourself because it starts with you. Okay, and that's all I have to say about depression. Thanks, and stay tuned for my next upcoming videos.